Hey guys, my name is Nora Franch, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessedness Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. We are reading from Daily Reflections. This is page 313, October 31st. Avoiding controversy. All history affords us the spectacle of striving nations and groups finally torn asunder because they were designed for or tempted into controversy. Others fell apart because of sheer self-righteousness, while trying to enforce upon the rest of mankind some millennium of their own specification. That is from the AA 12 and 12, page 176. Here's the reflection. As an AA member and sponsor, I know I can cause real damage if I yield to temptation and give opinions and advice on another's medical, marital, or religious problems. I am not a doctor, counselor, or a lawyer. I cannot tell anyone how he or she should live. However, I can share how I came through similar situations without drinking and how AA steps and traditions help me in dealing with my life. This is really interesting. Today at the meeting I was on, we talked about Tradition 10, and it's all about having no opinion on outside issues and how that allows us to actually stay unified in the program. And this is really what it's saying here in a way that we're not here to solve your problems for you. We're just here to help you not fill in the blank, eat, drink, whatever. And I think that's kind of cool when things like that line up. The title, Avoiding Controversy, just makes me cringe to even say the word controversy. I'm like, oh no, quick, batten down the hatches. There's a problem here that needs to be fixed. I hate controversy. It makes me uncomfortable. And that's a huge reason why I ate. And I again speak for myself. I hate controversy. I think it's uncomfortable, and I think it shouldn't be. And that is a rejection of reality. We are all different people with different opinions. And just because your opinion is different than mine, first off, doesn't make either of us wrong. It doesn't mean we'll never come to a conclusion, or it doesn't mean that we can respect each other's differences and focus on what we do come together on. And this is an area that I think need to grow quite a bit in. And I can laugh at myself a little bit, but have any of you ever been in a meeting where they have a group conscience? I want to give you a little pause there to reflect. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I want to die during a group conscience, and not because they're boring, although they can be. But when people disagree, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? This is a part of, clearly of emotional immaturity in me. And the inner, kid in me is like, this is not okay. We all have to get along and agree. I'm going to die if this doesn't stop. And then I can at least now recognize that it's almost like I go into fight or flight. And if any of you feel the same way, please chime in on the Facebook group, because I feel a little stupid, but it's true. This just emotional childhood of conflict that is not okay. And the beautiful thing is that program teaches me how to live in controversy. This is another way of teaching me really how to live in the gray, where we're not all going to get along. We're not all going to agree. Sometimes we can't come to a compromise or conclusion. And, the matter at hand has to wait until next month's group conscience to get, talked through and figured out. And what's amazed me and is so beautiful is that then these people who I was like, oh my gosh, they're disagreeing. You raised your hand like in veto of what they just offered. And they talk to each other afterwards and they're kind to each other and they don't get really awkward and look away and avoid each other. And I don't know about you, but I was like, oh my gosh, is this real? Like, how are they doing this? They're not dying. They're not. So something huge about 12 steps is that even if I'm still struggling or not there myself, I get to witness people growing in emotional maturity and learning how to live in a relationship in a way that respects each other's freedom and respects the dignity of the other person. And I hope perhaps that you are learning the same. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. But more than that, it's important to me to give listeners like yourself a place where you do not need to feel alone on your 12-step journey. And for that reason, I've created a Facebook group. It's called Grateful Blessed Mess. And it's a place where listeners can go to add their own commentary on the share for the day, in addition to my own, and for us just to have a conversation or start a back and forth where people can find support in their 12-step journey. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you are here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.